it's hard to answer, but I think there's a couple of aspects here that I'll try to cover. The first one is that I think, we as many other firms obviously have our challenges, and everything is not a straight line, and there's stuff that we need to work really really hard on. But I think having a combination of different personalities, uh, different nationalities, and different age is a strength in this industry. And if you look at our partnership of 8, the oldest is 61, the youngest is 31, and then there's roughly 5 years in between each partner. So in terms of shifting generations, handling succession, making sure the franchise lives on, I think we've sorted that out pretty well. Then for me as one of the oldest partners, and by the way, I'm not the oldest, but one of the oldest. um, I think it's just fantastic to work with younger partners and younger people, both people like Peter that are partners, but also younger associates, etc. It keeps me young, but it's also not a free lunch. I don't think there's that many 54-year-olds, there you have it, that work as much and as hard as I do and try to be on 24/7. And obviously that's not great always, if you ask my wife and my family. But I think it's a choice that you have to make. And if you're not willing to make that sacrifice, then you shouldn't be a partner, at least in our firm. I don't think there is not a position for hangarounds in this franchise. Either you're in or you're out. And to have these younger partners and other colleagues that you work with, they keep the pressure up. And if you start to relax, you will know it. And that's the only way forward. Peter, it'd be great to hear your perspective on this as well.
No, I mean, I echo everything you're saying here, but I think one interesting anecdote is an angel that asked me once of like, oh yeah, I mean, your partner here, he's like, is he still like super active? I mean, he's one of the older guys, or is he just, chilling and chiming in from time to time? And I was like, what do you mean chilling and chiming in from time to time? So yeah, he's done this for so long, and like he doesn't need to, put in the same effort and as the young guys. And I'm like, no, I think last year he was probably the one that had the most travel of all of us, and flew to the most companies out there and visited them. And it doesn't matter if he's in his 50s, 60s or not, but I think everyone here, regardless of age, sort of like lives sort of like the 100% mentality, and not sort of like chilling or leaning back. And I think I personally feel very grateful for the diverse setup that we have in terms of also age groups, because I can learn from very different things when I joined Creandum, of people that have done it, a long time, that have done it for 20 years, but also extremely talented people that haven't done it for 20 years, but maybe 5 years or 7 years, and have a slightly different perspective on some things. And not every perspective and style typically has its value. And so when I personally came into the world, I tried to work with as many of the different people here at Creandum and learn different things from them, because everyone has different strengths and everyone has different experience. And it can be sometimes for the better to have, less experience, much more experience, but sometimes also for the better to be a bit more naive and like think differently about something for maybe some younger partners or people. And so I think it's a good mix to take away different things.
On that topic, Peter. Oh, sorry, Stefan. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to chime in quickly and say that I think one reason for this is also why we are doing what we do. And I think if we were to ask us individually, most, if not all of the people in our firm love just working in this ecosystem, love working with, you know, you know, exciting entrepreneurs and being at the forefront. We're not in here to make lots of money. I think the way we think about that is money at the end of the day, that's just a receipt of a job well done. If you get associated and invest in the best founders, you work with those companies for a very long time, there will be money at the end. That is not the driver for what most of the people in our firm are here for.